How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie was the second most influential business writer for me as a young man. I mentioned yesterday the first was Zig Ziglar. I actually encountered Zig Ziglar when I was in grade school. I encountered Dale Carnegie and his teachings when I was in high school. A good friend of mine's father was the regional director for Dale Carnegie courses, and so he hired my friend and I to stuff envelopes and address and stamp them that he was sending out with his mailings. And we did that on several occasions, especially one winter in particular. That spring then, my friend's father asked me if I wanted to sit in his class, and he would give me a scholarship, which I did. And it was really quite a great experience for me because I'd never been around adults in a classroom situation like that before, and it was quite eye-opening. I remember at the conclusion of the course, they asked what their takeaways were, and several of them said that they never realized how much their things they said influenced people, both positively or negatively. But at any rate, it was a great experience. So today I just want to talk briefly about Chapter 2, which is the big secret of dealing with people. There's really only one way to get people to do something. Dr. John Dewey, who was a great philosopher at Carnegie's times, said the deepest urge of human nature is desire to be important. So some of the things that people want include, I'll just listen for you: 1, health; 2, food; 3, sleep; 4, money and the things it buys; 5, life after death; 6, sexual gratification; 7, well-being of our children; and 8, feeling important. That list probably hasn't changed at all in the last 50, 60 years. Well, almost all these needs, all these wants are met for most people most of the time, except for that desire to feel important. For whatever reason, we just don't gratify people in a way that makes them feel important. But if you want to motivate employees, if you want to motivate children, make them feel important, because they're important, aren't they? They're in your life, so tell them how important they are. Show them how important they are. Especially young people, you can encourage them to do the right thing by expressing your gratitude towards them and tell them how important they are. I had a personal experience of this. One day I was at Target in the afternoon, late afternoon, and they were having a team meeting by the jewelry department. I happened to walk by, and walked by a couple times. I heard the manager call out several employees and recognize them for a job well done. And I was quite impressed by that. So I asked the cashier, I said, well, how often do they do that? She said, once a day. I thought, wow, that's even more amazing. So every day they get positive feedback if they're doing things right. That's a great management style. So tomorrow we'll cover another book, another great business book. I hope you enjoy this. If you haven't read this book in a long time, I would encourage you to do so. If you want more information, you can go to link, prosperity. .com/Adam, linkprosperity.com/Adam. Have an awesome day. This is Bill.